It's a challenge faced by millions of American families and students. How to pay for college when costs just keep rising.
Well, in tonight's Lone Star Spirit, we meet a young man who was determined to pay his own way through college and figured out a way to do that and then some. At first glance, 23-year-old Taylor Pierce may not look like the typical subject of a Lone Star Spirit story. He's perfectly healthy, had a happy childhood, and as the son of a high school biology teacher, lived a middle-class, if small-town life in Granbury, Texas. The struggle for Pierce came after his freshman year at UT Austin.
Last day of classes, I kind of opened up my bank account to make sure, everything, because I was getting student loans to pay for college, and was looking at a $25,000 debt after basically a year of school.
On that trajectory, Pierce would be over $100,000 in debt before graduation, so he decided to do something about it. It was about that time that Apple opened its App Store for regular people to sell apps. So Pierce decided maybe he could make a few extra bucks designing a companion app for video games. For 6 months, he devoted every spare minute learning how to develop an iPhone app that finally went live.
Within 24 hours, it had sold like 20 copies, which I was freaking out. That's, it's like 30 bucks. Which doesn't sound like a lot to most people now, but when you're eating ramen noodles basically every night for dinner, that's a lot of money.
That was just the beginning. By the fall of 2009, Pierce had built a second app, which really began to sell.
We went from making $30 a day to $250 a day, and then around the Christmas time, we were making $600 to $700 a day.
You might guess what happened next. Suddenly, building apps started taking a back seat to the college classes he was working to pay for.
I was often, in the back of the classroom while the professor was lecturing, pretending like I was taking notes. Realistically, I was working on apps and talking with, clients and stuff like that.
Yes, clients, because Taylor Pierce launched a business called the Idea to App Store, which helps other people realize their app dreams.
A development studio where people come to us with ideas and that want apps built but have literally no idea how to build them. We build their apps for them and then set them up to basically succeed.
For the record, he and his business partner and 4 employees have now built more than 60 apps. He's even written a book telling others how to become appreneurs. Step number 1.
Just keep your head up. No matter how bad the times are, you can always turn it around.
And Pierce has turned it around. He paid off that student loan, paid for 3 more years at UT, and bought his dream car. He also learned a valuable lesson about life.
You get tested to see how much you can kind of handle. And it's all about, can you overcome it, and can you come out on top?
Wow, and he's just getting started.
Yeah, nice car too. But there's one thing though.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't finished school yet because the business has taken over and now he doesn't have time, so he's got a semester or so to go, but he has pledged to go and finish that along the way.
That's good. That's good. We're sure he'll finish it eventually when he's finished making his money.
Yeah, he's doing great though. If you know of someone who shows Lone Star Spirit by overcoming big challenges in life or by helping others, I'd love to hear from you.
You can find Don on Facebook and Twitter, or you can email him here at the station at don.teague@foxtv.com.